Hey everybody, this is Agent Ice, and I'm back with another AI2U update video. I posted something about it on my YouTube channel, but I wanted to make a video kind of covering some of this stuff because I have a little bit more insight that I can add, especially after it was announced in the Discord and I had a chance to bounce some questions off of Drac and also see some questions that people bounced off of, other people bounced off of her. So, for those of you who may have been paying attention, surprise, Gemini AI has entered the chat. So anyone playing the game recently has probably noticed that the girls are kind of better at conversating now, and there's a lot less stuff getting blocked, and so it's kind of made the game feel a little bit better to play. But anyway, we've been getting positive reactions to the generative AI responses since our last update. We have Gemini AI to thank for spicing things up. On this note, spicing things up sounds like it might be the appropriate choice of words. So with ChatGPT, a lot of things were getting censored and blocked. With Gemini, it seems like it's letting people say and do a lot of stuff. I don't play the game like that, but from what I've been hearing from the Gooners squad, they are very happy. Okay, they're very happy. So yeah, take that as you will. Anything changed behind the scenes? Okay, so they're not using your data for training and stuff supposedly, so that's good. Price will stay the same for now, may increase as we add new level content, and it'll go up at full release. So you're probably going to see the game progressively get more expensive as they add more characters. In other words, if you want the game as cheap as possible, buy it now and then just wait. I think the game's worth buying anyway. But, you know, I'm just a guy who has a YouTube channel that makes a lot of content about this game, so you know, don't take my word for it necessarily, although I'm being honest with you here. But yeah, if you want it cheaper, buy it now. Anyway, and then, you know, as we did with removing the game token requirement and switching time payment on itch.io back in 2004, rest assured, their team is always scheming the next best possible, blah, blah, blah. Okay. They got a nice little picture. I like that Estelle sticker. That's cool. I like Estelle. Anyway. Fun fact, AI2U's China region version has been using Gemini since launch on June 18th. And after many months of global community requesting more generative AI options, Rapid Report Gemini is proving sustainable for our development plan. Now, I'm probably gonna butcher his name, so I'm sorry, dude, but Butchoy, however you say it there. I guess the producer for Alterstaff, or at least one of them. I had a conversation with them back when Soul Season came out because they were fielding some questions and wanting feedback on it. Soul Season used Gemini for its responses. And I know that they did a lot of other games that they've used to test different models and such, even locally hosted ones. But they said that somehow it's like free for them to use it or something. So definitely a potential cost savings there. And again, I think the quality of the AI response is a lot better when they switch to Gemini. I'm actually very happy with it. So when Butchoy told me that they were using Gemini for this, and explained it to me, I had a sneaking suspicion that they were going to be switching it over to Gemini. And I asked some questions, and I didn't quite get direct answers to it, but I was kind of like, I bet you. And then, of course, eventually on the Steam page, it showed that, and we'll visit that here in a moment. But anyway, so what other juicy secrets have you been hiding from us? Our Chinese region versions of voice and the latest localized builds for German and Russian have also been using a different voice model of sorts, also since day one of their launch. We'll let you guess what it is before we announce its introduction, AI2U's global version. Interesting, they're going to have a global version. Not sure what the difference of that is, but anyway, thanks for adventuring with us during this early access journey. We know you're eager for more new gameplay features, and when what level 4 is, stay tuned. So I will say this, all right? If you didn't watch my stream where I played this game, one of the, because I don't actually stream this a lot. If you folks want me to stream this more, let me know. I'm just always not sure how to, like, make it entertaining for you folks. So I don't really stream this game, even though I like it. But anyway, I can't say how I know the information. Man, I keep like yawning. I'm sorry, folks. I can't say how I got this information, how I know, and I'm not going to give too much away. So it's completely on trust me, bro. Okay, which you can choose not to if you want. I don't really care. But for those of you that have maybe been kind of worried, hey, are they even working on the next girl? Do they have any idea what they're doing? I can tell you for a fact, I have seen evidence that they are working on the fourth girl, and they do have some work done on that end of things. Now, I don't know when it's going to be ready, but I'm hoping they can get her going soon. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's at least a few more months. Maybe we'll get her for Christmas. That'd be a cool Christmas present from Alterstaff. Just give us another girl. That'd be awesome. Or even hit around New Year's. I don't mind. As long as we get another character. But it'll be coming. It seems like it might have some very interesting mechanics if they all get implemented. But I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not going to say the theme. I know what I'm saying might sound a bit fishy to you. But you're just going to have to trust me or not. Whatever. It's on you. But just know that they are working on stuff. They're not taking your money and just redecorating Alicia's cabin, and that's all that they're working on. Now let's go to the store page. All right. So if you scroll down here again, this has been on here for a while, and some of us noticed it. Connects a third-party service for AI content generation, Azure OpenAI Service / Gemini LLM, and Minimax TTS. So the TTS they're using for China, Germany, and Russia, it's actually Minimax. Okay, they're using Minimax for that. As for how this Gemini and OpenAI goes. So it's going to default based on Christina, one of the community managers, told us when we bounced some questions off of her. The primary is going to be Gemini, okay? If for some reason there's a weird server issue, it'll go back to using ChatGPT, okay? Until the connection to Gemini is restored. So if it runs into issues hitting Gemini, it'll go to OpenAI's service. I think that's a pretty good idea. Honestly, have it as a backup. That way you can still play and they can respond. But yeah, having Gemini is really, really nice. Really, really nice, folks. And I appreciate them finally officially announcing this, even though, again, some of us who've been really paying attention already knew about it, or at least had our suspicions. I can't stop yawning, folks. I'm real sorry. So it happens when you have, like, trouble sleeping. But anyway, yeah, so that's all really awesome news. I want to thank Dracena for fielding our questions that we have about various things. And she has apparently talked to the team. I will say, as the community managers, Lex and Justina, they're very responsive. They're good at kind of relaying information to the developers. And we kind of made it clear as a community, like, hey, look, we like you folks, we like your game, but you gotta let us know that you're doing stuff, because otherwise, like, people start to get worried, especially with a game from an indie developer that's kind of small, and they have a game that's been like in a beta early access stage for a long time. Again, naturally people get worried. And when they see a bunch of kind of cosmetic stuff and not a new level or anything, and also pretty much every update adding a bunch of bugs, even though they get fixed, people start getting a little antsy, they start getting a little bit worried, which is understandable. I don't think that's unreasonable at all. And in spite of the opinions of some folks in the server, I don't think it's wrong either to give that feedback or even kind of call things out for not being fixed. I don't find that to be problematic. I mean, the developers should expect that. And if we're being honest, they should want that. They should want people to be honest with them about their opinions on things, and holding their feet to the fire to make sure that they remember that they have issues that need fixed. But they've been, in general, pretty darn good about getting those fixed. But they just haven't really been putting a lot of information out there for folks. And even the Patreon people, which I feel kind of bad for them, because it seems like they're supposed to be getting information ahead of time, and they get some stuff, but they don't get a lot of things. And then there's some stuff that just gets announced in the server or other places that they have no idea about. So, yeah, I don't know. They have some things they gotta, like, how do I put this? It seems like they need to get a little bit more organized and methodical about how they handle certain things. But I don't think this comes from, like, I don't think they're trying to pull a fast one on anyone or anything like that. It's just kind of small company, stuff. But either way, again, Justina apparently talked to the developers and made it clear to them that, yeah, people want to know more. They want to see more, instead of everything being super secret and all of a sudden, like, they kind of tease something, sometimes maybe overhyping it a little bit. And then, we get a thing that oftentimes isn't a new level, which is, though they've done a lot of really good patches and things lately, it's still not another level. So hopefully I'll have more regular updates for you folks. I will share anything that I learn that's going on with the game, and yeah, keep you all updated. If you appreciate these updates, let me know. Definitely like this video, leave a comment or something. Yeah, I hate asking you folks to do that. I know a lot of folks are like, how dare you ask me? I won't do that or whatever. Look, YouTube sucks, and nobody's going to see the video unless you help me promote it. I mean, I'm fine with just you folks, seeing this video, knowing that it exists and getting the updates, but it would be really cool if other people that also like this game also found the video so they're aware of what's going on. And you can help make that happen. I'm not big enough to make off any of this crap. I'm not affiliated with them or anything at all. So, I'm definitely arguing from that, I want to make money off you folks, so please help me. I have a job for that. But anyway, folks, as always, thank you for watching my video. Take care. I hope you have a great rest of your day. But for now, this is Agent Ice, signing off.